and consequently, through the renewing of our mind, as stated by Paul, be renewed. He stated that in Ephesians 4, be renewed in the spirit of your mind, and that you put on the new man, which after God is created in righteousness and holiness. You see, we prove what is that good and acceptable will of God as we become holy as he is holy. Jesus said in Matthew 5:8, blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. The writer of Hebrews tells us in Hebrews 12:14, follow peace with all men and holiness, without which no man shall see the Lord. Paul tells us in 2 Timothy 2:21, if a man therefore purge himself from these, he shall be a vessel unto honor, sanctified and meet for the master's use, and prepared for every good work. Although we are not subjected to a multiplicity of gods as in those days, we nonetheless face a multiplicity of false values. Materialism, self-centeredness, leisure, security, wealth, and we could go on and on. Paul is saying in verse 21 that if we purge ourselves from all these selfish values, we will eventually be set apart or sanctified for use by God. We need to shift our focus on a daily basis. Maintaining a regular time alone with God allows us to step away from our demanding jobs, breaking the routine, and concentrating on him through prayer and the Bible. In other words, Paul compares us to vessels, as in the Old Testament, used for the service of the sanctuary, wherein they had to be purified and sanctified so that they may be holy for temple use. We love to sing the song, Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary. Can I come? Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary. We sing it. What we really asking God to do is to consecrate us, to help us to be obedient to his will and dedicate our lives for a sacred purpose, set aside solely for the purpose of worshiping him. Holiness, therefore, is not merely separation, but a process of being set apart in order to know God and to be used by God. We talk about a lot of things. The time is going. In summary, I like to say, lest we forget the Lord which brought us forth from the house of bondage. Let us first be obedient to God and his word. Because when we turn our minds and hearts towards God, our actions will change accordingly. Let us stand and strive to be spiritual leaders in our homes by setting the example as it relates to devotion and spiritually nurturing our families. Also being men and women of integrity in our communities and being that godly role model for our young people, young adults, and so forth. They would want to emulate the things we do. Again, training them up. While we daily seek to be in God's presence, as we adhere to what our brother Paul advises us to do in Galatians 5:16, he said, walk in the Spirit, and you shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. As we read and study the Word of God, you eventually become the Word of God. I hope this has touched the hearing or the understanding of it. If it did it for one person, God is pleased. Because we need to really take a look at ourselves. It's not time for playing. It's not time for none of that. We got to get serious with God, serious about it, and that's why it's so important that we train up our youth. So because as they grow up, even when they're older, they won't depart from it. Don't give up on your children. Don't give up on them. Some of them may stray away or go away, but it's like a boomerang effect. That seed would not return void. It's in them. They're going to come back. They're going to come back. May God bless you, and I hope this message has really been good for you.